All right, hello everybody. Welcome to this Q&A live stream. It's Saturday, April 22nd of 2023, and obviously we're doing a live stream as shown here right now, or what you guys are currently watching. Actually, just have to do something really quick before we get started with our little live stream here. So obviously a lot's going on. SP360, David's Bridal. Just a lot's going on, and obviously that's what we're going to talk about. It is currently raining outside. Obviously, we're getting rain and stuff. So, but yeah, you guys can start putting stuff in the chat, and we will get started with our discussion momentarily. So, let me just go ahead and do that. Why my computer is very slow sometimes. It is quite annoying. All right, so let's go ahead and see who has joined the chat. Okay, so we have two people. Okay, so we have hello TPR17 and Scott Shuwood. How are you? So I just have to look. Yeah, it's raining really hard right now. I'm still gonna be here. I just have to look for something, but I'm coming right back. I'm still gonna have the audio on in the background. I just have to look for something real quick and just make sure that a certain something didn't get lost before. So I just want to make sure I can find it, because I want to make sure that it didn't get lost. Where? Okay, here it is. Perfect. Okay. This is what I was looking for. Why I have two doorstops for some reason. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. There's a lot of people on here tonight. So, all right, yeah, it's raining very hard. Hi, Jeremy's Exploration. Yeah, I know that there's a big hockey game tonight with, I think it's the New York Rangers versus the New Jersey Devils. I hope I got that correct. Hello, Steve from Boston. Hi, it's the G-Man. And hello, Adam Buser. How are you doing? So yeah. So obviously, yes, there is a lot going on. In particular, in terms of closing, the biggest one obviously is David's Bridal. I've been hearing a lot of brides are very concerned about the whole bankruptcy because they have dresses on order, they have weddings, and apparently it is the prime of the wedding season. I mean, it is it's unfortunate. Obviously, the SP360 liquidations, and then obviously next week is expected to be a very big week for Bed Bath and Beyond. I think one person in this stream knows exactly what I'm talking about in terms of next week is going to be a huge week for the company. We could see some more store closures coming along again, but I know that it's going to be a very big and significant week next week for Bed Bath and Beyond. It's going to be around that 24th to 26th range. I can't say what's going to happen, but I think we kind of know what's going to happen with Bed Bath and Beyond. I know some of them are wrapping up liquidation sales this Sunday. I know the ones in New Jersey. The ones in New Jersey all closed the day before Easter because my state passed a law where if an employer is closing, like in 60 days or more, they have to give notice and they have to get they have to give like notice of severance. But yeah, so that's why that they wanted to get that done and processed. Yeah. Bed Bath and Beyond is definitely the biggest. I think we will see what will be revealed on Wednesday, and it sounds like it's pretty. I mean, I think it's pretty much set in stone. Bed Bath and Beyond's fate is sealed. I think either Bye Bye Baby is going to get sold off, or they're going to, or what they're going to do is they're going to close both Bed Bath and Beyond and Bye Bye Baby. It's just really sad, but the CEO is just clueless, and her whole brew with Sue as Sue's sitting there behind a computer screen. Yeah, that's a real insult to all the workers. She visited one store in California, and she hasn't done anything else since then. So you could tell that she's just trying to escape as well. Yeah, David's Bridal filed for bankruptcy on Monday. So they're not in trouble yet, but they are in some or not so great territory right now. But Bed Bath and Beyond is the biggest one, and it looks like it is going to be game over for Bed Bath and Beyond. And aside from that, there's a lot of clues that can kind of help. Music has been picked up from stores. They haven't been playing music because they can't afford the music in the store. They have stopped playing music. Wi-Fi routers have been picked up, and that's a major draw for a lot of consumers. Is they want to have the ability to use Wi-Fi in the store to get deals, and obviously they've picked up modems for that, and just a lot more things. Low inventory levels, vendor not having vendors pay. So all that amounts up to exactly what what's his face that Michael is saying in the chat. So pretty much Bed Bath and Beyond has a lot of money due, 300 million to be exact. And it has to be paid by the 26th, which is in about 4 days. Well, guess what? With Bed Bath and Beyond crap in the bed and not having enough inventory in the stores because the vendors obviously want to get paid on delivery, they're not going to ship to Bed Bath and Beyond, and thus that's why there's not much stock. I mean, the closest the closest Bed Bath thankfully the closest Bed Bath and Beyond to me is like less than 5 minutes away. But even then, I walked in there maybe 2 months ago when Harmon was closing. It was at the strip called the Clifton Commons, and I was in the same strip as the Harmon. And I went in the Harmon the second to last day it was closing, and I walked through that Bed Bath and Beyond, and there wasn't that much inventory. So I do think that on the 26th, I think we're going to see a very big announcement from Bed Bath and Beyond. I think it's going to be a full liquidation of all remaining locations. I just don't think that there's any future for the company. And they keep doing the stock split thing. That's not really going to change a lot with Bed Bath and Beyond. So yeah, that's what's going on. So Wednesday, April 26th, mark your calendars because that is going to be a very big day for Bed Bath and Beyond. Unless some stupid memer or stock memers try to raise more capital, but there's no way they're going to raise 300 million. That's just not going to happen. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You told me about that. The Primark, I think it was either in the upper level or the lower level of that Sears. Yeah, they're actually closing a Big Lots by me, but that's because Barnes and Noble bought the spot that where the Big Lots was. So that store in Paramus at Fashion Center went from a Toys R Us to a Big Lots for not even a year and a half, and now that's going to be a new permanent home for Barnes and Noble. Bed Bath and Beyond is owned by themselves, I believe. They're not owned by another company. I don't think so. So Transform Co. operates on a basis of real estate. What that means is potential redevelopment plans are in the process, but Eddie Lampert wants to get money for every remaining Sears and Kmart location that's left. That's why that Kmart in Kendall Lakes is still there. He wants to get any type of money for that spot. So he will try and do everything he can. That's why it took forever for these Sears closings to come out. I mean, Greensboro is closing in summer. We don't know when the final day is for Sears in Greensboro. We still haven't found out about that. And that closing was announced about a week ago. So, but in terms of Transform Co., I just don't see them liquidating all stores together just because Eddie. If something tragic were to happen to Eddie, then I could see them just taking over and liquidating all remaining stores. But in terms of Michael's previous comment before, I'm certainly not surprised that Big Lots and Ollie's are acquiring Bed Bath and Beyond products because Ollie's and Big Lots are. Big Lots is on some shaky ground for that matter. But I think if they get a bunch of Bed Bath and Beyond inventory and Big Lots and Ollie's, that'll keep those stores alive for a few more quarters, let's just say. But who knows? A lot could change between now and then. Greensboro, we just don't have a closing date yet. Box lunch. I don't know what box lunch is. What the heck is a box lunch? Oh, it's a store. Oh. Here we go with the stupid Google thing again. It's making me press all these sidewalks. Please select it. Yeah, I hate when it does this. Hang on. There we go. Oh, they do have a couple of stores. They have one in Freehold. They have one in and they have another one in Deptford. Bottom store. I wonder if they have one in Paramus. No, but they have one in American Dream. Hmm. Yeah, they have American Dream, Willowbrook, and Palisades. Interesting. Oh, it's another division of Hot Topic. Okay, that makes sense. No, I did not hear the news with Newport Center. I would imagine it has to do something with Primark. Stupid thing. See, I was speculating that for a long time. I knew that Newport Center was going to get a Primark. I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. And they're probably going in. They're probably going in the Sears. No doubt they're going in the Sears. Oh, and could you and Alex, could you send me a link to that, by the way? If when you get the chance, just send it in the chat. Yeah, Walmart is closing stores because of shoplifting problems because people think it's okay to just take any piece of merchandise and just run out. But if Primark is definitely coming to Newport Center, then I think that Sears' days are numbered for sure because they're not going to subdivide it. And I think, I mean, I think it's, I don't know. Um, I'm pretty good, Mohammed Sonic Boom. Wow, so that proposed water park in Jackson would be competing with Six Flags Hurricane Harbor. High Garden State Elevators. Well, Modell's always has always liked to cut corners. Piscataway. Ugh. No, that would be Macy's. Macy's, I think, is the biggest store in the mall. The biggest anchor store, rather, if you're looking for something in particular. Yeah. Mm, I'm not surprised. They're probably suffering from theft. Yeah, but Macy's could not afford that contract. That would be one heck of a contract. So, yeah. But oh, this might be for some other thing. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to do that quickly. All right. T-Mobile closing in Paramus Park. I guess I'm not surprised. Hi again with Williams. Wow, there's a lot of people on here tonight. I wish I wasn't so damn tired. You left. Oh, you left Acme. Wow. Too many. Too many. They weren't giving you enough hours. Are you going back to school? Yeah, I did a list pretty recently. It's online of the map and stuff. The map was updated on the what the heck was it? The 20th. Oh god. See, I don't even know the day I haven't updated the map. I've just been so busy with school. It's just I don't even I haven't paid attention to games or anything. I've just so yeah, Walmart tends to be the places where people fight a lot. I mean, at least it doesn't break out as much. I know the Walmarts that are outside, like the urban areas, are staying open because people don't. There's no theft from that store, but I just know unfortunately the inner city ones suffer from that problem, sadly. But oh, a caregiver center. Okay. Well, hopefully they offered you more hours. The key is with any job like that, you want to make sure that they're offering you more hours. That's the key when you make a strategic move like that. And I'm sure they're giving you more hours. But Target is fine. I guess there's the demand for a Starbucks at Palisades Center again. I haven't been to Palisades in a hot minute. I have to take a ride up there one of these days. I don't have an intention to go all the way up there, and there's not really much to see up there other than Macy's. Yeah, I'm gonna go see a closed Lord and Taylor and a J.C. Penney. Nice, but I have absolutely no reason to go to Palisades. I want to at some point, but I right now for me, there's really not a good enough reason for me to get in the car right now and drive up to Palisade Center. So, oh, okay, I get it. It makes sense. You do what you got to do in terms of money. So, I get it. If that's something you're passionate about, then by all means, it's nice to give back. No, no more store closings in terms of Sears and Kmart. Target is doing okay. Favorite store? I don't have a particular favorite. I kind of like department stores where architecture speaks for itself. I mean, look no further than A&S in Paramus Park because that was not designed by Macy's. Um, that was um, that was not designed by Macy's because Macy's, no offense to Macy's, but they weren't exactly a pioneer in department store architecture in terms of escalator atriums. A&S really outdid themselves with that one. It really takes the cake. I mean, it is probably the nicest Macy's atrium in New Jersey, and I've been to probably about 75 to 80% of the Macy's atriums in New Jersey, and that one in Paramus Park takes the cake. And it's not to say that the Macy's in Paramus with the small atrium that has that the Illusion atrium is not so great. But I mean, you don't you they could never design it's very hard to explain because you have to go there in person to see it yourself. It is one of the most gorgeous Macy's A&S architecture atriums in a department store. And I would say the second best one in Paramus is the Nordstrom. Oh my God, that is such a nice atrium. I mean, Nordstrom really out there. When Nordstrom said we're coming to Paramus and we're putting something big here, they were not screwing around. I mean, that thing is gorgeous. I mean, the escalators are far enough away. Like a typical Nordstrom store, the escalators are much closer together. I mean, Nordstrom and Paramus, it's just, I mean, it's an architecture's masterpiece. It is just beautiful. I mean, yeah, that's good, and I would say the Macy's and A&S at Paramus Park. I mean, those 2 are probably of those are the 2 of the probably the nicest 2 escalator atriums in a department store within Bergen County. And I've been to multiple department stores, and those are like the 2 best in the whole state. The Saks Atrium and American Dream is a joke. That is a joke of an atrium. Yankee Candle, I probably haven't been to Yankee Candle in about 5 years. And I'm being honest about that. I know. I miss Pathmark too. Pathmark more so than A&P. I didn't. Pathmark was the one I grew up going to a couple of times. Sad though, they've been gone now for almost. They've been gone for almost 7 years now. All their stores closed Thanksgiving of 2015, my freshman year of high school. If you could believe that, they all just went away. I guess Macy's sees value in Colony Center, and then eventually they're going to do Cross Gates. Sears stores left 11. I guess Kohl's is doing okay. I had a friend that worked there during the holidays, and then he left his position because he went back to school. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Macy's at Westfield Garden State. It just doesn't have as nice of an atrium as Macy's in Paramus Park. Although Macy's in Bergen Town was probably the worst out of the three. Macy's at Westfield Garden State was number two, and I would say Macy's Paramus Park A&S is like number one in terms of atrium. Obviously, merchandise, I know which one is the better Macy's. It's obviously going to be the one at Westfield Garden State Plaza over the Macy's at Paramus Park, just given geographical location and size, scale, and scope of the mall. Obviously, that's the better one. It's just, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I wish that Macy's atrium was the one in Paramus, but you know you can't get everything in that mall, I guess. Yeah, but they downsized out of the floor. Macy's in Paramus Park. Is that even? I don't know if that's even confirmed. No, people keep saying that Macy's is dropping. I don't think Macy's is dropping the parade, unless there's some article out there that says that they're dropping it. But I mean, it would be. I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening personally. I tend to, you can read stuff online till the cows come home, but I don't think, I don't think the Macy's brand is being dropped. A Series 6 because they're extremely rare. Yeah, that would be considered a loss. Yeah, that's the only Pathmark in Brooklyn, and that's owned by a different company. Macy's at Monmouth Mall. Yeah, I guess when you have that in Boscov's, it's still good. It's a shame though about J.C. Penney. That was a real. I'm so glad I went down. That's a shame that J.C. Penney closed because that was like the pennies. That was the J.C. Penney of the 1970s. It was you had two main sales floors, and then on the third floor you had all the offices and stuff. What a shame. Is it the Black Rose Antique? Because I know of that one, but I don't know about Roses. I guess that's a chain based in the South. I don't know. You mean Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or Dollar General? Yeah, you got to be more specific there because there's a huge umbrella of those stores. I don't think so. I don't see fights breaking out at Bergen Town Center, but they absolutely needed to put the parental guidance thing at Westfield Garden State. I mean, when you have fights going on and then teenagers thinking it's a genius idea to go on apps like TikTok and post social media posts of them fighting and trying to like get likes and trendy. I mean, that just makes Westfield look bad, and that just brings down the value of the mall. But I agree. I agree 100%. The mall needed to implement the policy. It's unfortunate. It sucks. Listen, I'm all for kids, learning and growing, but if they're gonna really get into fights and then they're gonna ruin it for everybody else, then Westfield needs to take action and say, you know what, this is the buck stops here. Fights have been going on too much. The police have been coming out consistently. That's both the Paramus police, the New Jersey State Police, and the Rochelle Park Police. And it's not fair to the cops. I mean, the cops I mean, obviously the cops will have to be there, and of course, the mall will say, listen, we'll talk with the municipalities and get paid a little bit more to make sure that the kids are with chaperones and to make sure that if they don't have a chaperone, they get picked up. And I'm sure I mean, the local police departments and the state police aren't going to say no. I mean, any money they can get, especially in this day and age with the economy, they'll take it. And I have no, I mean, I respect police officers, and God bless them for putting their lives on the line to keep us safe. But I do think at the end of the day, the mall needed to take the action. Too many fights were breaking out. I mean, I had a friend who sent me like two articles, like maybe 3 or 4 weeks apart. I knew it wasn't going to last long, so they finally needed to implement the parental policy, and it's smart. It's smart, you know what, and it helps the people that are over 18 or 19 or 20 to like have a good time at the mall, laugh with their friends, look at the different stores, and you know, it helps them have a good time, or it helps the people that are over 21 or and go into the restaurants and maybe having a drink at the bar. It gives them a sense of safety. It gives them a sense of they don't have to worry as they're going into the property. But overall, I think the parental guidance policy, look, it sucks. Trust me, it does suck, but you know what? At the end of the day, if the mall's got to do what the mall's got to do. And honestly, you just avoid the mall during those hours. And I don't go on the weekends anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't affect me, that's for sure. But they needed to do something about the parental guidance because it was just getting too crazy in terms of fights going on there. It's a shame people had to ruin it, but if again, like I said, if Westfield has to say the buck stops here and take action, and it's one of their most profitable properties on the East Coast, they're not about to let some people brawling in the the food court or the movie theater let that go to waste. I mean, the goodness is at least for the restaurants and the movie theater, you don't have to have parental guidance. Like if you're going right to AMC, they're not going to, break your chops. It's just, you gotta think responsibly. That's all. You just gotta make good judgment calls. Voorhees Town Center? No, I have not. I mean, we'll see. I just don't see Macy's dropping the parade thing. I mean, that would look very bad. I think Macy's is still keeping the sign. I think they're still trying to keep that sign. Oh yeah, it's always an interesting one. No, I never got down there in time. Plus, it's a ThyssenKrupp Aurora, and I could see that up here. Yeah. Oh, okay. I would think so. I think it would be real. I think it would create a lot of bad press, and I just don't see another company coming in and doing the parade. It just because you know they. I think it's more important to have a New York City based company running a New York City event. So I think they'd be very dumb if that were to happen. GameStop? I don't pay attention to GameStop. Yeah, yes, Cherry Hill Mall. That was the name I was looking for. They do have a similar curfew, and they need to, I guess. Um, they're not moving. That's not happening because the person would have to get that. That's a lot of money. So I don't think they're doing that anytime soon, unless they get some crazy offer from the state. Then they'll, consider that. Yep, Carnegie Diner did replace it. I want to try it at some point. I don't know if that would just be kind of weird. They're already selling video games, but yeah. Anyways, so unfortunately, guys, I'm pretty exhausted. I've had a very long day. Um, I really don't want to get off the stream, but I'm extremely tired, and I have a. Oh, it said that the series of the 790. Okay, a non-retail use, so probably like medical. Okay, so as much as I want to stay on this stream, I'm pretty exhausted. I actually took a walk today, and I've just been just it's a long week. So, but I want to thank you guys for coming on here. I wish I could do this longer, but my eyes are like just ready to fall out, and I do need to get some. I got to go get some shut eye. So, thank you guys for watching, and that will be it.